Hello there, bitch. I'm Scotty. You're not. Welcome back to the Smallville Retrospective. We are talking about Season 6, Episode 19, Nemesis. Yes. And this episode is filler time. Yeah, the whole episode is Clark and Lex locked in a tunnel, basically. They're caught in a tunnel. There's some furthering of little storylines, but for these last few episodes, the main plot has been filler, and then they sprinkle in a little bit of character development from certain things. Very slow character development. It's taken forever to get going because we still got 3 more episodes after this. So, yeah. So, we start off with Lex and Lionel down in a tunnel at the Granville Dam, or whatever it's called. It's a dam. They're at a dam. But they come across the woman who is down there, and she blows up the tunnel, which gets Lionel, but Lex is left behind as she holds him hostage, trying to find out what happened to her husband, Wes. Yes. Wes. Trying to find out. Apparently there was some sort of an accident, but she doesn't believe that he was in it because they were both military people. And later, Lex confides that he was actually shot in the throat, and they came up with the accident to, make it less gruesome, I guess. I don't know. So Clark and Chloe are intent on finding Lex. Lana, however, is using this to get more information. She goes to Lionel's. Well, she shows up, and cops are like, "Hey, we found this in his car," and it's a briefcase. She's like, "You can't have that." Well, that's evidence. Let me see a warrant. And they're like, a warrant to search my husband's car. When she goes to talk to Lionel, basically threatens him. She's like, "Hey, what happened? Why did you force me to marry Lex?" And he's like, "To protect Clark." And she does the thing. It's this domestic to protect Clark. They take him out for surgery, and so eventually Clark finds the tunnels, but it's just in time for another explosion blast. The lady gets shot by Luther, or accidentally shot, I don't know, and she activates a bomb which blows up the rest of the tunnel, flinging kryptonite into the air and knocking Clark out. So now it's Clark and Luther Jr. stuck in the tunnels, hashing out old problems. While Lana doesn't care, and she's digging around Lex's personal files while he's gone. Yes. We also learn about Project Ares, which will be important in not next episode, but one afterwards. And, yeah. She also confronts Lionel earlier about the pregnancy. From what he says before he passes out, I don't think he knew about the fake pregnancy right away. I don't know. No, it's very secretive. No. Now, I'm just pointing this out, but this would have been a great time to be like, "Hey, Oliver, I could use you and the team to help me get Lex. He's stuck in a tunnel. Very possible, because this is freaking Smallville, that there's kryptonite down there, that there's meteorite down there. Need some help. And all you need is, you don't even need all of them. You can have Oliver with some explosive arrows to blow through any kind of debris that's in the way. And then you have Bart go in at super speed Lex out of there. You only need the two of them. But if we did that, the episode would be over too quickly. So instead, we gotta have Clark get trapped down there, and then they're hashing out their problems. And I think I don't know, I was here. I think Clark tells Lex that Lana was going to leave him for Clark. Because he confronts her about it later. I'm assuming he said something. But yeah, when Chloe goes to see Lana, she finds out that Lana knew about the tunnels the whole time. And it's only when she says that Clark may be in trouble that she's like, okay, we gotta go here. And they do. But not before. So, a bunch of... There's another explosion or something. A bunch of rocks fall on Clark, and he's perfectly fine. Despite being rattled with kryptonite, he's not harmed at all. And it looks like that Lex runs away, but he comes back. He helps him out. They get out. Just before a big explosion happens. And that'll be used in the opening for the next few seasons, actually. And they get out there, and all the cops have magically arrived. Now that everything is done, Lana did it. Lana runs into Clark's arms. And then sees Lex and goes, oh, I gotta go. And goes to Lex. Like... One of them is getting cucked, and I'm not sure which one it is. I don't know. Yeah, and Chloe confides that it was. That Lana knew she was going to let Lex die. Bitch. No. She was going to let Lex die. She didn't care. She was trying to find more information about what was going on. But, we get another talk between Clark and Martha. They talk about trusting people. He's like, for a moment there when he rescued me, I saw my old friend. She's like, well, I don't know what you can trust. What about Lionel? I don't trust Lionel. That's what she says. But I'm trying to, you know. Yeah, the whole shebang. And the final scene is Lex and Lana having a conversation. One of the final scenes, actually. And she's like, because they do the research and they, it's only, he was water purification system. That's what he was doing. So, yeah. But then we see if this is not true, as we find out that the woman's husband, Wes, is still alive, and he's testing him. And it's Tamaho Pinkett, who was already on the show. These shows reuse actors. He was earlier in an episode, season 3, 4. It was the episode where the guy's brother had a kidney. 3. It was season 3, the kidney failure thing. And Lionel is using him. And it's not the same character, it's just the same actor. Because that guy died. He's not the same character. Yeah, and we'll learn more about this character, and not the next episode, the one after that. The episode specifically titled Prototype. And it doesn't mean that John Cena's showing up. This episode was fine. Again, when you get towards the end of the season, you get a lot of filler. This feels like we have a story to tell, but not enough to fill full episodes. So we're doing these filler stuff and just throwing itty bitsy, teeny weeny little pieces in. And it just feels like we're stretching it out so much. You could have done one whole episode of her finding out it was fake, confronting Lex, and trying to figure out what was going on in one episode. Beginning episode, she has the miscarriage. But then, in the same episode, the doctor tells her, hey, we did a test on you, and it's fake. And you were never really pregnant. It was a hormone thing, right? That's one episode. Then the next episode, she's investigating. She finds out Lex did something to her to keep her there. Bada boom. But we're just planting little seeds in these episodes that are, for all intents and purposes, filler. If you don't know what I mean about filler, wait till we get to the next episode. It's so filler, it's in black and white. But it's also directed by a veteran director of the series, Jeno Swark. But yeah, this was fine. I'll 2.5. I'll give it a 2.5 Randall goes out of 5. 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 2.5 Randall go I don't know. But yeah, it's fine. That's all I can say is it's fine. Yeah, what are your thoughts on this episode of the console? Should I share and subscribe? Thank you for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.